Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Whiskey Wednesday Show with your hosts, Ken Tizzard and Music for Goats. Brought to you in full color and stereo sound amplification provided by Trainer. Broadcasting into the world from Storyhouse Studios in Campbellford, Ontario, you'll hear the best of old country, folk, Americana, punk rock, and 80s music delivered into your homes every week for free. And don't forget your regular dose of new and original songs from Music for Goats. Never be alone on a Wednesday night again, 8 p.m. Eastern and 9:30 for those of you in Newfoundland. Join the Whiskey Wednesday regulars on Facebook to be a part of the conversation, or watch on YouTube as well. Pour a drink, a cup of tea, or a nice cold long tooth. Roll up your best smoke and sit back and relax. Don't forget to hit the share button to help spread the word. The Whiskey Wednesday Show, every week. Cheers.
Boom, and just like that, we're back. Boom, I see audio on the level. How you all doing there, ladies and gentlemen? It is Ken Tizzard. Welcome to the Whiskey Wednesday Show. That should take care of that vocal there. It is Wednesday, October 29th. That means both my daughters had their monthly birthdays, which is cool. And by monthly, I mean they were born bi-monthly in October. Is that what it means, like bi-monthly, like 2 in a month?
No,
one in a month? No, not even close? Well, a bi-monthly payment happens twice a month. A bi-monthly birth wouldn't work that way? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. No sense. We've got a great show for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
No surprise.
Yeah, I know. We've got a great show. Good crowd here coming in through the door. Hey, Joe, Debbie, Ron, Tony, Richard, everybody else who's coming in. It's great to see you all. We've got a real nice night of music for you. We've got the... how do I introduce them? I introduced them on the video, so you'll see that then. But we've got the lowest of the low, the getting to know the lowest of the low, which was a lot of fun to do. And I'll tell you where I came about, because I think I cut it all out of the video so I could save time. But now I'm telling it anyway, so silly me. Watched them play with Lois Low recently in St. Catharines, and it was a great time. We had a really, really good time. But I hadn't seen the full band in a long time, and I found myself backstage sort of shaking hands with people and saying, oh, and you are, and how long have you been with the band? And there was band members, and there was their sound man, and there was a few other people, and it was kind of like I felt like I was getting to know the band again. And I thought, well, Jesus, I've been listening to the band for 30 years. If I'm getting to know them, maybe it's time to help everybody else get to know them. So that's what I did. So it's interesting. We had a little chat. I had a little chat with each of them, and I asked each of them the same question at separate times. So we've got 5 different answers on the same question about the low. So it's kind of a neat thing, and it's going to be over 2 weeks. This week, the week of Halloween, and next week, the week after Halloween, November. You're right. 2 doses of Lowest of the Low coming right at you. Anyways, we're going to play some songs first. Here's a Ramones tune for you. Under the arc of weather-stained boards, ancient goblins and warlords come out of the ground, not making a sound. The smell of death is all around. And at night when the cold wind blows, no one cares, nobody knows. I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. Follow Victor to the sacred place. This ain't a dream I can't escape. Molars and fangs, the clicking of bones. Spirits move among the tombstones. And at night when the moon is bright, someone cries, something ain't right. I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. Notice still, the air is still. All of a sudden, I feel a chill. Victor's grinning, flesh rotting away. Skeletons dance, I curse this day. And at night, when the wolves cry out, listen close and you will hear me shout. I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. I don't want to live my life again. I don't want to live my life again.
Oh, Little Ramones on a Wednesday night close to Hallows Eve. Hallows Eve. I've got some books here about Hallows Eve and Halloween, some Clive Barker, some Stephen King, some other stuff, but mostly Clive Barker and Stephen King, which is always fun. How you doing tonight, Mr. Grant?
I am doing fine. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Neil, how are you?
I'm great, thank you very much. And yourself?
Pretty damn good.
Good, glad to hear it.
You're just back from the East Coast.
I am just back from the East Coast.
And how was your trip out
It
east?
was dandy. Had a lot of fun. Yeah, had a great time. Drove Elaine's mum, Mary, absolutely bonkers, which is, kind of like my mission in life when I go down there is just to annoy the crap out of her. And I think she would agree that I do a really, really good job.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Did you get out around? Did you do anything East Coasty out there?
Kind of. I walked every day. There's a really nice trail system in Halifax that runs quite close, like 3-minute walk from her apartment building, and I'm on the trail, and you can walk forever on the thing.
And the
So
weather
it's-
was conducive to walking?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, we got rain a couple of times, which God knows they need, like the rest of the country does.
Yeah.
But it seemed to happen, quite conveniently between the hours of like 4 and 7 a.m. So in actual fact, over the course of the day, the weather was relatively dry and good. So did that. Went and spent a couple of days down on Big Tank Cook Island with my friends Dave and Norm. Made a little road trip down to the town of Liverpool, and went and visited a really cool garden center there called Cosby's, not Crosby's, Cosby's, just like Bill, I guess.
Yeah.
Really beautiful, beautiful gardens with all kinds of very interesting concrete statuary that had been made by the gentleman who owns the place. So it was, well worthwhile.
Gardening artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I guess you could call him a gartist.
A gardist?
Or an Ardner.
Or an Ardner?
Something like that.
Ardner?
I thought I would come up with that before you did.
I think we both got stumped there on that one, mate. Well, that's good. I'm glad to have you back.
Glad to be here.
And when does Elaine get back?
She comes back Monday. I pick her up in Belleville at 9 o'clock on Monday night, so that means we either practice Tuesday or else we have a short practice on Monday. Your choice.
Oh, we can discuss that later, but yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure.
I just thought I'd mention it while I was thinking
No,
about
it
it.
makes
'Cause I forgot
sense.
earlier, and I'm liable to forget later. So
That's bring it out when you bring it out. That's all good. Well, back to the music. For those of you listening on to this broadcast through the air, into your computer, into a hard drive, recorded, saved for later, uploaded to the internet. Now you're in your car and you've downloaded it as a podcast. What a journey.
No pressure.
No pressure. I was a stranger passing through your town.
Well, I was a stranger passing through your town when I asked you for a favor. Good Lord, you turned me down. Well, if you see me walking, hear me talking by that railway track. If you see me walking, hear me talking by that railway track. You can bet your life, sweet mama, I won't be coming back. Well, honey, I'm so lonesome, I don't know what to do. Honey, I'm so lonesome, I don't know what to do. The way you treat me, sweet mama, I hope you're lonely too. You're Southern, I rode the LNA. I rode the Southern, I rode the LNA. If the police don't get me, I'll ride them again. Oh, please, Mr. Brakeman, don't put me off your train. Mr. Brakeman, don't put me off your train. 'Cause it sure looks cold, and I think it's gonna rain. Go up to the Well, I'm running, police on my back. I've been hiding, police on my back. There was a shooting, police on my back. And the victim, he ain't coming back. I've been running Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I've been running Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done?
Clash tune for you. Is that actually a Clash tune?
I think it was,
I think
yeah.
it was too, yeah.
An exciting 2-0.
For us, yay! Already.
2-0 for us. That's baseball talk.
No, I think she means we're 2 songs. We're up
Oh!
2 songs to none.
Exactly. Yay! Bonus.
Oh, I'm down with that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's doing good. So after much debate and banter and debacle and deconstruction of everything around me, I've decided it's time to go out and start being social again, at least once every month or 6 weeks. So I've been working with people in the area here to try and find a way. I know I go out and do the Watchmen shows and stuff, but it's pretty easy to stay to myself with those things because there's backstages everywhere and stuff. I go out to see people that I want to see, and anyways, it's time. So starting in November, we're going to start doing some stuff down at the Legion. These are going to be just social nights. Just a couple hours of music, some cheap beer, non-members welcome. It's going to be a bit of fun. Oh, there's the poster for it right there. So November 15th. It's going to be Saturday night here at the Legion in town. The Legion's been good at supporting music for the last while. They have their regular jam and stuff, and they've got great stuff going on over there. So I think that's the right place. The bar's in town right now. The bar seems to be a little, I don't know what's going on. A lot of pool tables, a lot of darts, a lot of comedy, a lot of function, a lot of karaoke. But there's really nowhere with a PA that you can play some music right now, right? The Aaron, but that's more of a concert. So we're just looking to have some fun, basically some friends. So that's a little message for all the local people and anybody close enough that wants to come up for a fun night of some tunes and hanging out with people. It should be a good time here in Campbellford.
Seems like every meal he's ever eaten has come at the cost of a song. Not to say he ain't been hungry for those times you sang along. And his house is made from many doors. The address changes day by day. Been rambling around this world, killing time along the way. It's a long way to travel and $1 for a song. Another town behind and another comes along. Boots are feeling heavy standing on another stage. Fire in his bloodshot eyes again today. And for every girl he's ever loved, his kindness helped him find his way through fumbling, tumbling, lonely nights to bring colors to the gray. Another lonesome sunrise just ahead. He's all scattered on the bed and his clothes are on the floor, and he's heading for the door. It's a long way to travel and $1 for a song. Another town behind and another comes along. His boots are feeling heavy standing on another stage. Fire in his bloodshot eyes again today. Can't break him from this road. So much story still untold. Doesn't matter what you say, he's been doing it all his days. He's an old dog and you'll never change his ways. When he dies out on that highway and you check to find him cold, just pull the old truck over, roll him off beside the road. For his life's been filled with many riches found upon this stage. When he gets his call to glory and he knows his dues are paid, it's a long way to heaven and $1 for a song. Another town behind and another comes along. His boots are feeling heavy standing on another stage. Fire in his bloodshot eyes again today. Break him from this road. So much story still untold. Doesn't matter what you say, he's been doing it all his days. He's an old dog and you won't break him from this road. much story still untold. Doesn't matter what you say, he's been doing it all his days. He's an old dog and you'll never change his ways.
Your hands are still jet lagging. They're on Halifax time.
No, I've just brain farts every once in a while. There was a few of them there. Oh well.
That's all right.
The good news is, at least it isn't out there forever.
That's true. It's not like it's being recorded or broadcast out to the world or to the 17 people that are watching. Oh, it is fun, though. It is fun. I'm going to play a little Weaker Than's tune there for you now. I'm going to put the capo right up here on the old, Is that the third partial, Mr. Grant? The seventh fret?
Third partial?
The third partial? Something like that.
Whatever.
Either way, this one loves to throw the tuning out going up high like this, but that's okay. I'll just be a second here with you folks. So, I actually had forgotten or didn't know or that the bass player, Greg Smith, for Lowest of the Low for the last 8 years, was the bass player for the Weaker Thans before that.
Really?
Yeah.
Now the lounge is full of farmers for the 7:30 draw. Teammates all left before I had to buy a round. When they pull the 50-50 and I lose again, I'll go. Maybe have one more brown one for the snowy road. All the championship banners go in yellow on the wall. Have my name when it gets closer to last call. Elvira brings my bottle, hold it up and let it bend. Figures of 2 rings battling an extra end. And I'm peeling off my label as they peel the corner guard. Dance down the sheet to the tune of Hurry, Hurry Hard. And my popcorn squeaks a question, wonders why I'm not at home, where you wait beside a silent telephone. Doodle circles within circles all along. Have to stop myself from climbing on a table full of empties to yell, why can't I draw right up to what I wanna say? Why can't I ever stop where I wanna stay? I slide right through our days. I'm always throwing hackway. Never, ever, 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 right off. No, 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 never, ever, ever, ever. Now the senior born spear winners, circa 1963, are all staring, glaring disapprovingly from the frame in that old photograph of me. And I know you're out there waiting for an answer I can't give, so tell me why. Why can't I draw right up to what I wanna say? Why can't I ever stop where I wanna stay? We roll right through our years, drift right through our months, slide right through our days. I'm always throwing hackway. Never, ever, 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 right off. No, never, 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 right off. No, never, ever, 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 right off. No, never, ever, ever, ever. There's a little weaker thens for you. Send that out to Greg there. And the lowest low, and we're going to get into that video right now, ladies and gentlemen. Do I have anything to say to set this up? Yes, it starts with their brand new video. This could even be the premiere. I'm thinking it might be, actually, because he just sent it to me yesterday. Said, I just finally finished it. So if we're ready, here are the lowest of the low. Cheers.
Some love is casual, cool and contractual.
Lois Lowe been a Canadian band for 30 years. So, I mean, in the Canadian punk rock and roll community, whatever you want to call it, you guys have had a pretty substantial impact. What do you feel the Low have brought out to everybody in the last 30 years as an overall feeling? And also, how has it changed your life? Like, how would your life be different if the Lowest of the Low didn't exist?
Okay, the first part of that question is, I mean, that's super flattering to say that. I think as day to day, I don't think of us primarily as a political band, and yet, who am I kidding? We have a song called "The Ballad of Late Era Capitalism," so it's it, I just find, and this is once again going back to me sort of talking about what a great songwriter Ron is that his songs, he's got such a way of getting to essential truths and bringing relatable personal things i- into wonderful focus. Whether or not he's bringing up a political point by telling a personal story, he does that from time to time. Or if we're just being straight up political and here's a list of grievances,
Right.
he always manages to put it in a very, very relatable way. Um, it isn't as though I don't feel it's as though that we've deliberately hooked up with other political bands and try to, go on crusades or anything like that. We're just in our corner doing our thing. We are all, read the news too much and have a lot of thoughts. And I really like the fact that we're able to bring that forward as, it's part of the world we live in. And it's these days, it's a very big, depressing part of the world we live in sometimes. So creating music that illustrates that or is a response to that or a balm against that, I think those are all valuable things. And I just feel
Yeah.
really lucky that we get to do that. I don't know if that's
Wow.
answering your question or not.
I was just going to say, you couldn't have answered more succinctly. That's awesome. Okay, so being a member of the band for a third of its occupation and knowing the band for the whole time, there's a two-part question that I'm asking everybody, and I'm just curious. You don't need to get too crazy with the answer, just if something comes to mind. The first part is, like Lois Low have a history, being a great live band, great songs, catchy hooks, melodies, all that stuff, professional performances. You've never been known as a bunch of drunks or anything like that.
Okay,
And you've also got you've got a fairly strong political punk sort of side to you as well, right? And that doesn't mean to say that all your songs are political, but if you write one political song, it's easy to become a political band.
sure.
Um, how do you feel, or what do you feel has been a band like Lois the Low's contribution to the music industry over the last 30 years? Like, what is it that you guys have done and left behind? And the second part of the question is, how has the band and sort of what the band has done influenced your life personally? Like where would you be if you hadn't come across Lois the Low?
Well, first part first, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, to me, it's just sort of a given that you would have some sort of element of like that. I don't know, like it's hard to say because I feel like most of the bands I've been in, if you've come up in anything remotely like, I guess as we're, like punk from that scene at all, which I definitely did. That was certainly the the catalyst or whatever for me wanting to do art was discovering that kind of music and those scenes and the early
Yeah.
hardcore scene and all that stuff. So I just feel like it just was like I didn't even think about the lowest politics or anything because I just knew it, like you just like it's just so ingrained, and I don't think we would have got on together had it been radically different or
Yeah.
something like that. And they knew my scene from the Weaker Than, similar scene, like so. It's just something that I haven't really like thought about and never really did think much about other because you just sort of do it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just sort of there embedded into what you do daily and or with your art or whatever. For me, that's where that kind of thing would be expressed. Like I don't find myself particularly good with words or driven to as a community organizer or anything like that. So I feel like the very least I could do is just at least be there as some sort of an element in an entity that is trying to you know, have a positive, well, at least in our ideologies, a positive influence on the world at large, so that people can just have a place where they can like, oh, this seems like a really you know, safe space for me to express myself or to be whatever, be part of the scene. And like maybe you've had a shit day at work and you come to our shows and you can dance and have a beauty time, but you know, also like there's ideologies there that are interesting to think about or talk about. So it's a real pleasure, a privilege to be involved in things like that. Now, people like, I'll use Ron as an example, Lawrence too, like they're quite well spoken about things like that. Like, so
As are you.
yeah, well, I'm working on it, but it's yeah, that's what that to me, like that's it's a pleasure and a privilege to just be up on the stage, you know, trying to provide an element of inspiration, I guess, or whatever for other humans out there.
Punk, political, pop, singer-songwriter, band. You know, you've heard all the labels, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But you know, the Lowest of the Low is one of those bands that has spawned across this country and beyond. I mean, I grew up in St. John's, Newfoundland, and I knew of the Low, and you know, I know that they you know, had an impact all the way to Vancouver. What do you think a band like Lowest of the Low has contributed to the, you know, their 30-year contribution to the music industry, for the industry and for fans and for people and for, you know, music and all of that stuff? What do you think it's brought to the table for everybody, and also for yourself personally, being in the band now for you know, almost a decade? What's it brought to your life that you think wouldn't have been there without the Lowest of the Low?
That's a very good question, Ken. It's, I mean, the camaraderie of that band, as you know, being somebody that's played in, like, you know, with Ian, and, you know, half the time it's just like, it's a laugh.
Yeah.
You know, the Watchmen, I mean, you guys, you know, every time you see each other, you probably just pick up where you left off, and it's just, you know, it's just a constant kind of, you know, thing of just fun, you know, and it's just always a good hang. And it's just, to me, that's been a really, really very great part of my life, like those people, like, and it's been a very stable and loving and just fun and creative. And yeah, it's a very for a band that was very dysfunctional for a long time, it's a very tight family. Things are very diplomatic, and it's democratic, and it's yeah, like it's I mean, he's a very respected songwriter. I mean, I would put him up there. You know, I tell people all the time, like, you could put him on acoustic guitar with Elvis Costello, Paul McCartney, Billy Bragg,
Yeah.
you know, playing songs, Steve Earle, and his songs would not be out of place compared to all those people. And he would likely get the same reaction from the fans. Like, if anybody was watching, they'd be like, yeah, that guy is I really like those lyrics. I like what that song says. I like the chords in that. I like his melodies. You know, he does a lot of the heavy lifting for it, and the legacy of the band. You know, he's just one of those people that has that thing, and we kind of all ride on that. And you know, Ron and David are kind of the engine of the band, because those two have been playing together forever.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a thing, like, you know, doing these last two records, because I've mixed the last two Low records. And you know, we love the record that we made with David Bottrell. But this was like, my only kind of suggestion was like, we've got to capture like Ron and David playing together. I think that's the most important thing, is to capture, because those two have a thing. We all just follow those two.
Right.
Like, they kind of have their kind of their chemistry and their own language. Yeah. And but as far as the legacy, yeah, like, I mean, it's a different time now, right? Like, music is it's at such a crisis point. You know, there's a lot of people that can't afford to go to shows now. Like, everything is just, you know, every fucking show is, you know, $200, $300, $400, like, you know, Ticketmaster being involved, and then, you know, having to play their venues. And, you know, we're trying not to price our fans out of anything and stuff. And we're not really going on big, you know, tours across the country. People are like, hey, can you guys come out to Vancouver? And it's like, we don't, you know, the band didn't broadly go up there tons out west. I mean, I think I saw Los to Low accidentally with seeing the Cadillac Tramps playing
Right.
the Republic in Calgary, because I was living in Calgary for 2.5 years before I moved here, and they would have opened up, because I remember seeing like Cadillac Tramps seemed to play there all the time in Calgary.
Yeah.
Like they probably did this thing where they would go to Vancouver. Like if they did Canada, they probably go to Vancouver, make that drive, and go to Edmonton and Calgary, and then probably back down to the States. Like, or maybe the Low took them across Canada, you know, a few times and stuff. But yeah, the Low weren't like 5440, just slugging it out and getting that kind of radio play and that radio push, you know, from an American label in Canada, and be able just to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, that's maybe an unfortunate thing that the band didn't have that opportunity. But it's kind of a hidden gem for a lot of people that kind of get into the Low and just like, or they see us live for the first time by accident or something, or they end up at a show because, you know, somebody's a big fan. I find that all the time. Like, you know, there's, you know, I love the anonymity that I have as a sideman. I would not deal well with being famous. So that would just, I don't think that would be a very good thing for me. I like to be able to walk and, you know, and do whatever I do. But the odd time people kind of, you know, recognize me and say, oh, hey, I saw you, hey, you guys played the Danforth, you know, that's awesome. You know, like you guys are wicked. Like, I'm still glad Ron's still playing. And so it's great to hear that fans really, really like it. And, you know, people's kids are kind of getting into the band a little bit. Because we do see some younger people at the shows. Yeah, so it's been a great time. I mean, if I didn't like it, I still probably wouldn't be in it. Like if it wasn't fun, and you know, there's a lot of laughs.
Los to the Low, 30 years into a career. I mean, you guys have made an impact on the Canadian music industry. And, you know, you have fans outside of Canada as well. But as a band, you know, you guys have sold records, like I say, coast to coast. You know, I've got a friend back home, even to this day, Tom Thorne is running a t-shirt company, and you know, one of their t-shirts is the Lowest to the Low poster from when you guys played in St. John's, and I can't remember what year it was.
Okay. But
like you guys have crept into the culture everywhere. And it's an amazing thing to have happen over 30 years. So what the two-part question is sort of, what do you think a band like Lowest to the Low over 30 years, what is it you've brought to the community? And by community, I mean the Canadian musician community, but the fans and the people and the radio listeners and everybody who's dug your music. What has the band brought out, and how has the band changed your life? And what impact did it have on your life, as in sort of, if you were to think, the Low didn't happen, where would I be now, sort of thing?
Yeah, well, no, I think I would be in trouble. I'd be in trouble creatively. Okay, so where do I start? First part of your question is what kind of how do I feel about any sort of impact we've had? Well, I almost like taken aback sometimes when I meet people at shows and they express like how much, you know, the band has meant to them over the years. And I think about bands that you know, I grew up with, and the Jam and the Clash, REM, and on, who just like really helped me identify who I was. And those are back in the day too, where everything was expressed through music, like the way you dressed and where you went and who you hung out with. And so it's a lot more amalgamated now, but so most still like really taken aback that, and I can understand their feelings, like, because I've had those same feelings about music too. When somebody, you know, talks about Bleed a Little While Tonight, or, you know, so that kind of makes me feel more special than anything else, because I know the impact that music has had on me growing up and going to clubs. And do it less so now, but still I know the feeling.
Yeah.
So just on a as far as community, I'm a bit outside of the community. Like I don't live where Ron lives in Parkdale.
Right.
He hangs out with musicians the whole time, and every person he meets, and in his kids' schools have always been musicians. I live in High Park area, and it's a lot of lawyers and bankers, and no one's heard of the odd person that's sort of low is the low. So we haven't really affected that community at all. But I also find a lot of times too when I tell people what band I'm in, they've just never heard of it. So, but occasionally somebody will go like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me!" And then out come the stories of
Yeah.
everything they've done.
First part being, with the lowest of the low, 30 years, you've had a significant impact on the Canadian music scene and abroad. But I say Canada because that's prominently, sort of where Canadians work. And over the course of the 30 years, what do you feel like the band has brought to the music scene and to the fans that have listened to it? Any terms that you want to use. And the second part of the question is, over the last 30 years, the work that you've done with the band, how has it changed your life and what kind of an impact has it had?
Well, I think what we bring is an alternative viewpoint, a lot of it lyrically, but also it's informed musically and in the decisions we make. Simon Head, our front of house man, made a documentary called Subversives, which is about the band. And it really spells out this arc of how the band has progressed. And some things that look like, back in the day, if you look at any one of them, it looks like, oh, they're just needlessly contrarian, or they, are just blowing up their career or whatever. When you see them all compiled together, you realize there's an arc that makes sense. It's a kind of a philosophy the band has, that we're kind of in the music industry, but we're not of the music industry. And we're trying to build a community in what I think is kind of a toxic environment, and the reason why when the low sort of became kind of Canadian famous, as my daughter likes to say, in the first place, it wound up blowing up because none of us felt comfortable being famous. I think it's just a toxic waste of time, and it cuts against what the real project is for us, which is to build a community, try to share our ideas about how the kind of world we'd like to live in and the kind of art we'd like to see people make. And I think that's an unusual thing. Certainly there are other bands who do it, obviously, but I mean, there are not, you can count them on most of your hands and toes.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are just in it to become rich, famous, influencers or, whatever, that's never been a thing for me. And so what that's brought to me is, I think we were talking about this before we started the show, is that I think it's what has kept me sane, all these years, because I feel like a square peg in a round hole in this society in general. And art is the kind of thing that makes me feel like I have some control over something. And then I meet other people who it resonates with, and I go, okay, so I'm not insane. There are people who think the same kinds of things and actually want to see compassion in the world and stuff like that,
Check 1, 2, and we're back. That was part one of the getting to know the lowest of the low. Of course, when I say getting to the low, I mean getting to know. I mean you're getting to know them in the way that they answered 2 questions. It's not like you're gonna be friends with them after these episodes. So I'm sorry if you feel it might have been a little clickbaity to get you to watch it. But next week, the second part of the question, you learn so much about them. I can't tell you how much you learn next week. It's
Got your earmuffs on, are you cold?
No, I just have to monitor this portion of the show because we're using the MPC, and my computer died today.
No.
So I had to take everything apart, and so we're just running some straight audio from the mixer without any of the computer stuff, which is fine. So I've just redone that. I think it's going to be fine, but I didn't want to rely on it for tonight because I was like 5 hours out today, and it just kept crashing. So we'll see what happens, but either way, we're on this, so I need to listen for these 2 tunes, but that's all good. Kez hasn't played my song for a while. What's your song, Deb? What do you mean I haven't played it for you? I play it every month. Your song gets played. Allison has the running chart of the most played songs, and at the top it says Debbie's song. I believe this is 3, right? That I pushed. Remember?
Yes.
It was 3. Okay, good. I knew Neil would remember. This is a song that's going to be out as the new single pretty soon. There is a date for it. You've been hearing little bits of it on the Heron now, but anyways, we're gonna play it for you here.
Greyhounds rocking out tonight to maximum rockabilly. When two punks choose to risk the subway for a tube to Piccadilly. Zephyr stood fast the gangs for glory. Another dumb casualty. Having fun. Solid 6, a hidden flick, knife flicks. Oh, kiss me, deadly tonight. Another battle is won and lost down the Bishop's Head last night. Spotlights pick the kids in triumph with 1,000 stars in flight. See how they run. Stir from the Tennessee to black and white, young and old, into the fight, having fun. Solid 6, violence for a fix. Oh, kiss me, deadly tonight. 7 o'clock, they stand in rank for the 30 bus uptown. Later, in a downstairs room, she pulls her lover down in ecstasy, but they can't make the sound 'cause her mother might come down. Having fun. Solid 6, a hidden 4, not 6. Oh, kiss me, deadly The snooker hall is empty 'cause we're all out playing pool. We're hustling down the Fuller Road, making deals with Mr. Cool. Oh, they roll out on the waterfront now instead of being at school. The two roll now, even the big people having fun. Solid 6, a hidden flick, knife flicks with violence for a fix. Discovers teenage sex, tries shooting up for kicks. Oh, kiss me, deadly. Oh, kiss me, deadly
It's fun to put on the headphones, like Roger Waters. Okay, I get to do that again in just a minute. Hey, Stanley, that's a good stretch there, buddy. How you doing? You doing all right? Let's have a sip of water. By water, I mean beer. On the count of... Coming at you, 3, 2, 1.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in to the Whiskey Wednesday show. Every Wednesday we will be here, rain or shine, richer or poorer. Tip jar is in the link above. Never expected but always appreciated. Never confuse the size of your paycheck with the size of your talent. I've got all the money I'll ever need if I die by midnight. Always appreciated, never expected. Please feel free to drop us a line regarding anything, including a link to your money. Cheers.
I came here from the city, trying to find some peace of mind, to get myself on track and buy myself some time. This town is growing on.
And we're back just like that. How's everybody doing? Y'all holding in okay out there? Where's the whiskey can? It's here, believe me. I think Mr. Grant's drinking it. Yes, but the whiskey bottle is here. We're drinking the Writer's Tears this evening. This was made in a copper pot, as opposed to an oak barrel or some of that really Irish stuff that they make actually out in the peat bog. Like they dig down in the bog, they dig a hole, and it fills up with liquid, and that's what they use as the watery part of when they're making the booze, and they make it right out in the bog. It's really peaty stuff, really peaty. I find this stuff isn't as peaty because it's in a copper pot. However, it does have that penny-like flavor.
It's been filtered through some poet.
Yeah, well, the Writer's Tears. It's got that
Thank
coppery.
God it's not writer's urine, is all I can say.
Well, it's more like that coppery taste from blood, right? So it's like Writer's Tears. The blood of writers is what is made for this. Anyways.
Oh, those Irish.
Cool. I don't think this is even Irish. I think this is probably, I don't know. Oh, it's a product of Ireland, yeah.
I think so.
I guess there's lots of Irish poets out there who are
So that's not one that's going to peter out.
crying tears. Not going to peter out. I'm going to have to think about that for a second.
Pete.
Oh, okay. For Pete's sake. Here's a little fun one. 1, 2, 3.
You don't love me no more, baby. You don't love me no more, my sweet baby. Oh, you don't love me no more. I can't believe everything that I've tried, but I just don't see the good in goodbye. My sweet baby, oh, you don't holler no more. I can't believe the truth behind those lies, but I just don't see the good, so goodbye. You don't love me no more. I used to be so rich in love, now I'm not even dirt poor. I can't believe everything that I've tried, but I just don't see the good in goodbye. You don't love me no more, babe, oh, you don't love me no more. My sweet baby, oh, you don't love me no more. I can't believe everything that I've tried, but I just don't see the good, so goodbye.
Good Lord. That's fun to play. We haven't played that in an age.
I can tell.
Hmm?
I can tell.
Oh, well, yeah.
You couldn't call it over-rehearsed.
That's for sure. Well, maybe that's what it, no.
Certainly not. We're going to end off the song with another one of these new MPC. End off the night. Bunch of these new MPC tunes.
Two.
No, we're going to end off the night with another from the bunch of, I have about 15 of them completed.
Yeah, but this one is
which
number
will be-
2.
This is number 2 of the bunch. Oh, thank you. It's number 2 on the machine. That's right. I haven't gotten to that point of it. I haven't gotten to that point of it yet where I've got the everything programmed that way. It's number 2. Thank you. Watch for the fanzine as well, Ron is saying. Allison, is it time to watch for the fanzine? It's almost the end of the month, but no. And she says yes, you'll know about it.
Well, it's really good because I'm not doing lowest to low this month.
Right, lowest low falls into next month.
So,
Exactly.
No problem.
Okay, we're gonna end with this is an old one brought back. See how she goes here now. Mr. Grant, it was a good week. Everybody have a drink. Mr. Grant, it was a good week. How are things in Mr. Grant's obituary?
Things are great. I've been ignoring the obituaries.
Okay.
Nobody died.
Nobody died this week.
Nobody died.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Except for those poor souls riding in a boat outside of Venezuela somewhere.
Oh yeah. Well, that's good Lord.
Not to laugh in.
No, it's not. It's the absurdity of the state of things right now.
It is.
And if you don't sort of kind of chuckle it off, it will drive you fucking nuts because everything is nuts out there. But yeah, no, I didn't see anything this week either. I don't think there was any sort of news online. I've been trying to steer clear of a little bit of social media too. I've just been trying to wean myself a bit. Neil's been out doing the paths in Halifax, so he hasn't had much in the way of social media, I'm sure. But how's everything else?
Good.
Everybody's good?
Yep, everybody's good.
Allison, you're good?
Shout out to Elena Mary.
Yes, shout out to Elena Mary. If they're watching tonight. Or tomorrow. Or whenever. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
So they've deemed you insignificant again. But it's not your fault, just watch it all come down. Feel the tension, wanna shout it out again. But it's past your time, take the pack and run. Gonna make it anyhow. It's kinda funny, but it feels so right. If you let me show you how, I might just tell you. If you were wrong and I was right. If you were wrong and I was right. If you were wrong and I was right, I'd have to tell you.
wrong and I was right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, those track tunes are so much fun. I gotta tell you, I like having all the bits. It's nice having bits.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about that.
Yes.
It's I'm about to introduce the video rewind. Next week, of course, is part 2 of the 2-part series, of which we watched part 1 of 2 this evening. Lowest of the Low, getting to know. The second part of the question you heard in the first part of the interview, so you'll get to hear how they feel the low has impacted themselves personally, which is also a cool thing to talk about. At the end of tonight, we have a thing called a video rewind for those of you who've never seen before, which you all have. This is the video rewind, and it's totally cool because, and Tony's right, actually. Tony mentioned that we should send some positive ways Jamaica way. I agree. It's not about a celebrity death or anything, but that's like a whole other world thing. But yeah, no, for sure. Man, what a state that's in over there.
They're feeling some Melissa Payne down there.
Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry, Melissa Payne.
Oh, is that the name of the hurricane?
Melissa.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Melissa Payne. Melissa Payne is a friend of ours, a musician. That's a bad one. Melissa Payne.
That's bad
well,
pun all around.
It's a bad pun all around, but it's...
but it was pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious. Either way, yeah, no, Allison's been sort of talking about it. It's like I say, I've been kind of avoiding social media. I keep hearing about these things that are happening. But anyways, I'll be up to speed again before too long. Anyways, 3-1 for who, Steve? I'm assuming for us, because you've got an exclamation point there. 3-1 for us. Excellent. Okay. I didn't actually say the video rewind because I was talking about it.
Okay.
The video rewind comes from the earlier segments we did with Mr. Ron himself when he played us a couple of tunes a few years back. So here he is with Brave New World, I believe, is the first one, which was actually the second one. I messed that up when I put them in order, but I think that's what we've got tonight. And Allison is saying something to me. What's that? You ready? Here we go. Brave New World. Oh, yes. And don't forget to be like Steve.
Song number 2. This one's brand new, so I'm probably going to screw it up, but don't worry, everything's cool. This is called Brave New World. Oh, this brave new world is full of cowards and liars, Holocaust deniers, all second guesses, second amendments, but who'll defend the new defendants? We see this brave new world is not for the faint of heart, for the lovers of the starving artists. It's for the rats and the worms and the snakes and varmints and bulls that can't keep their rage in their undergarments. Now I just have to ask if you're an anti-fascist, then yeah, you do the math. We're gonna dance in the ashes till compassion is a fashion and live with open hearts. We're gonna weaponize affection, gonna march in a new direction. Yeah. To compassion is a fashion and live with open hearts. We're gonna stop that infection, gonna march in a new direction. Till this brave new world is somewhere on the map. Yeah, no one has to ask, oh, what's the answer? That's the question, a ballot or a bullet or an insurrection. You gotta plant that flag and make some choices. Raise some hell and raise your voices.
voices, your voices, your voices are fell in a bomb. Brave New World.
Once again, thanks for spending another Wednesday with us here at Storyhouse Studios. Thanks to Trainer, Yorkville, and the Longtooth Beverage Company for being a part of the show. We love our time on the Whiskey Wednesday show and appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to hit up the tip jar if you feel so inclined. Never expected, but always appreciated. Tune in every week for more guests, songs, stories, drinks, and gear talk. And don't forget to visit the website, www.kentizzard.com, to sign up for the Whiskey Wednesday Wrap-Up. Compiled by Allison, this is a monthly overview with highlights, directories of songs, and so much more. Be kind, be helpful, be happy, be safe. See you next week.